10 times a day. Glad to be back. Glad for the followers, glad for the people that listen, glad for the people that participate. Just coming back again at least 10 times a day. We need to encourage our own self sometimes, because the more we make promises to ourselves in our heart, when it's just you alone, when it's just me alone, and we make promises to ourselves to eat better, to live better, to save better, to manage our money better, and then when we don't do it, we get weaker and weaker and weaker. And you can tell by the way you move, and your actions speak. Actions speak louder than words. Your actions speak. The people around you know you ain't doing right. You're not being true to yourself. You're not staying strong for your own self. You're not disciplined. When you say in your heart, where nobody can hear you but you and God, that you're going to do a certain thing, whether it's exercise or whether it's to have a talk with a relative or whatever it might be, and then you don't do what you told yourself and God you were going to do, you will not be able to be strong in this highly competitive world we live in. You will not make it if you cannot stay true to your own self, to my own self. Make it up in your mind to refuse to lose, even when it gets hard, even when people don't seem like they understand you, and you look around and you see everybody struggling and there ain't no help. And you hear stories about how people were struggling and somebody saw them struggling and gave them a helping hand, and then you end up struggling, but nobody gives you a helping hand. You still got to refuse to give up. Especially if you're a man. No disrespect to no women. You have to make it up in your mind. I refuse to lose. I would rather die than to be broke and destitute in this world. Life is supposed to be a gift. Let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Life is supposed to be a gift. And if by the grace of God, you're able to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, thank God for the bootstraps. Thank God for an arm and a hand to pull yourself up by your own bootstrap. I encourage you to reach out to those around you, those in your circle that look like they need some help. They might not ask you for no help. What goes around comes around. I can't thank you, whoever you are watching this video, enough. And I plead with you to please like, subscribe, and share the video. Don't forget, 10 times a day is all about the Emergency Shelter Investment Initiative, where people who are overworked, who are beat up, who have been the victims of this highly competitive, aggressive, cutthroat economy, we have to be there for each other, because nobody else is going to help us. The rich people work together. The rich people share information. The rich people don't charge an arm and a leg for advice. The rich people don't charge for their time in their circles. That's why they continue to run the world, because they work together. They understand how powerful it is to work together, to contribute with your time and your resources with those who you see goodness in. Those that you work with every day, you go to school with every day, those around you that you live your life with every day. Y'all laugh and joke and encourage each other every day. Y'all get along with each other. You're not enemies. Please work with your fellow men and women. And if one of you come in agreement on an idea that would work to help you have a better life in this aggressive economy, pitch in with that person or those people. You're showing yourself that you love yourself by working with your brothers and sisters who love you. So when you contribute and you pitch in with your resources, your money, your time, your energy, you're showing the world that I love myself and I know how to love myself, so it's easier for me to love my fellow man who I co-labor with in this thing called life. Make up in your mind, I refuse to lose. I would rather die than be broke and destitute. And you know, especially those of us who have health and strength, both of our eyes, both of our hands and legs, we have health and strength. When so many people, it's people out there who can't hear. They have to wear hearing aids. There's blind people out there. There's people with deformities, born with mental issues, and they are surviving, and some of them are thriving and making it. And here you are with all your health and strength, sitting in a corner having a pity party with your fists clenched up because you think that you're the only one that have problems. How can you say God don't want you to be successful when he gave you health and strength and life and people around you that love you? They might not have the money to give you. Stop having a pity party. Get up off your butt. Pray to God. God, please have mercy upon me as I struggle to do what's right, as I struggle to honor your name with the life you have so graciously given me. And put one foot in front of the other. Faith without works is dead. You know God is real. You know you're created in the image and likeness of God, male and female. And you looking at this earth that's floating in space right now, created out of nothing, with all the food we need to eat. And you're not going to even try to be successful and to make life what it's supposed to be. That is our duty. That's why you got 2 hands and 2 arms and 2 legs. Because you're supposed to be active in your own future, in your own heaven. Build your heaven on earth just like your Father in heaven, who you are created in the image of. Get up off of your butt. Work together with your brother who God created, your brother and your sister who God created. How can you say you love God and hate your brother who God created that you see every day? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Thank you.